Many of us dream of travelling to the far-flung corners of the planet. But travelling forces us to all overcome some kind of fear. Maybe it's the fear of flying, the fear of visiting somewhere you've heard is dangerous, or the fear of getting sick on the road.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
That thought just keeps popping back into our heads. What if? After driving our camper van around the world and travelling full-time for the past 6 years, we've certainly faced our fair share of fears. But after having a near-death diving accident in El Salvador in 2016, it's time to come back to where I learnt to dive and to see if I can overcome my own personal feelings as we head back to Saba's Islands. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
What a fantastic visit here on the river. Super lucky. We're about to hit the road, but before we hit the road, I'm going to get the map out of Borneo, just show you the route that we've already done and where we're going to finish up today. Okay, so here is Sabah. This is what the route that we've done so far, up to the top, down to Sandakan, to Sepilok, and then we'll come down to the Kinabatangan River here. And then today we're going to be driving down here. We're going to go and visit the Gumatong Caves before heading south to Lahad Datu, where we're going to sleep tonight. So we're nearly ready to go, but I know it's going to be hot in our car. But the car has a very cool feature, but I don't know whether it's going to work from this far away, that you can turn it on with the key. Marianne's just gone to get the car, and yeah, the engine started, which means the aircon's on. And it's a very cool feature. You may be wondering, like, I've heard stories of back home, you know, back in the UK when it's a really frosty morning and you turn your car on to idle it to defrost the windscreen, and then you hear those stories where people steal it. But this car, as soon as you open the car after you've started it, it turns off the engine. It's a very good little feature.
Wow, I can't believe how many butterflies there are on this bush.
Well, they must love these flowers because they're all the way along. It's been a very, very cool stopover. What do you reckon?
I reckon we should definitely be back.
We are going to be back for sure. So yeah, sit back, relax. We've got about half an hour's drive and to the Gumatong Caves.
In fact, I know we'll be back because we're coming here with a group of you in September. In fact, we'll be back twice because the first group sold out in 48 hours, so we've put on a second group. If you want to join us and come here for yourselves, then check out the link in the description below or scan this QR code.
Welcome to the Gumatong Caves. You can tell by the tour buses that it's a popular destination to visit. Morning. Should go and buy a ticket. There's a sign here about IDs, and it's actually, if you look, Mr. Rowan Atkinson, it's Mr. Bean.
I did not know his middle name was Sebastian.
Neither did I. There you go, so we're all good. So here you go, here's the cave complex. So we're here, we're gonna go walk to the Sumud Hitam, which is the main cave. So this cave is actually famous for birds' nests like this. It's the bird that makes the bird's nest for bird's nest soup, which is why this area has been protected and the cave is looked after. Oh, there you go, that's what we saw on the river, the rhinoceros hornbill. That's a much better picture.
We also saw a red-leaf monkey. Not that you would have known because it was quite far away. This has got to be one of the most hazardous jobs ever. These precarious bamboo ropes are sent up and attached, and then they use these like pitchforks to flick them off the wall and put them into these baskets, and then they drop the basket down. But how do you get up to attach this in
You have to be
place?
very light to climb up that, and how you attach it, I'm not quite sure, but hopefully we'll be able to see some of those as we go into the cave. Marianne's attracting the butterflies there.
They say
Loads
they
of
come
them.
to salty sweat. So
Salty
that might
sweat,
be
there you go.
Enter at your own risk.
Own risk.
I love those signs.
Oh, that is a huge tree. That's a primary rainforest tree. Look at the size of that compared to Marianne. That is massive.
Surrounding the caves, there is 3,297 hectares of protected virgin rainforest. So you have the chance to see wildlife such as orangutans, red-leaf monkeys, and hornbills.
I'm so pleased the cave that we're going to is there because it's very hot and sweaty. And that's the staircase for the other way that just goes way, way off up there. Good choice, guys. We've got some really big vines. Tarzan ropes, as we call them. So we did actually just spot an orangutan, but he's gone into the bushes. So you can see them here as well. You can see the bushes moving, but he's up there.
We waited a while, and then just when we were about to leave, we got a glimpse of him.
But look at this for the size of a cave entrance. Welcome to the Gumatong Cave. It's already just coming in. You can smell there is a very strong odor.
That foul smell is caused by hundreds of years of bat feces, known as guano, falling to the cave floor. And in this heat, believe me, it absolutely stinks.
And this is one of the ropes, the pulley systems you can see where they get the birds' nests. And you can hear and see the birds flying around.
That's one seriously dangerous job. In fact, over the years, people have lost their lives working here, or trying to steal these highly sought-after nests.
This cave is so famous that even Sir David Attenborough came here.
And we chose to do it in Borneo, in a cave.
There's a huge collection of birds up there. You can see the nests. It's one of those Chinese delicacies you see on the menu, bird's nest soup. If you ever wonder where it comes from, this is one of the places that it comes from. The only advice I would give you is don't look up with your mouth open because there is a lot of birds up there.
There are two types of nests found in the cave, black and white. White are the most sought after, and just a kilogram can fetch up to £2,000. It makes it one of the most expensive foods in the world, and that price is due to the danger in collecting them. Why, you ask? Well, the Chinese believe that these birds' nests have many health benefits.
And the pathway is pretty muddy and slippery, and not suggested to hold on to the handrail.
Thousands of crabs.
Crabs.
All the way along here.
Oh yeah, what a strange place to have crabs.
I'm not sure what kind of bird it is, but there is a some kind of hawk or eagle by the looks of it. But this cave is really quite impressive. The light coming through there is pretty stunning. You'll also see quite a lot of cockroaches in here. A lot of cockroaches and things if you look down. In fact, more than quite a few. Because looking at the cave floor, you realise it's moving. There are literally hundreds of thousands of cockroaches. Lots of bugs, Marianne.
A whole lot of bugs.
I mean, that is quite mad, isn't it? Cockroaches love it in here. Yeah, it's mad. You can see lots of bats circling in the roof of the cave. Okay, I know it stinks and the cave's filled with all sorts of creepy crawlies, but it is an amazing looking cave. Does this make you feel very small?
Yeah.
Because it's very high. You go here on the wall, they've got white cockroaches. I can't believe how many cockroaches there are. There's literally millions of them. Disgusting.
It's the food chain. Everybody's eating something. Look.
Oh my goodness, there is so many cockroaches. I know we're going on about it, but have you ever seen so many?
Have a little step.
No, you don't want to slip over in here. Okay, we've done the cave. That was an interesting experience, wasn't it? It's nice to get out in a bit of fresh air, I think. We jumped back into kit and started the 2-hour journey south to the town of Lahad Datu. Just passing by the mosque, and the reason it's so busy is because every Friday, sort of early afternoon, they have Friday prayers in the mosque, so it's always a busy time in mosques at that time of the week. You may know the name of this town. So this town that we're driving through now is called Paris.
It is. The most romantic city in the world, allegedly.
There you go. Heavens have opened. All the bikes have stopped under the bridge. How sensible. I don't think it's going to rain too long. It's that time of year. Okay, welcome to Lahad Datu. Lahad Datu is quite busy.
It is.
I'm not sure whether that's because of Friday prayers or a bit of traffic on the road. I can see the sea.
It's actually a really pretty little town, really.
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
nice
quite
and colourful. Okay, so now the challenge on a busy day like Friday is trying to find somewhere to park.
It's a different hotel car park by the looks of it. It's in hotel guests only, yeah. So we're staying in this hotel. Although it does look like maybe there is parking.
So there's a roundabout, we'll go back up and then...
See if we can park and get the bags out. Just gonna go and see if they've got parking behind. Perfect timing, the blue car's just going. Terima kasih. So we're just gonna check it's all right to park there. Hi.
Phew, that's great. We can park there.
So we're just heading out to try and find a little bit of dinner here in Lahad Datu. We got settled into the hotel. It's just getting dark, but I did spot a couple of chicken rice places on the other side of the building, so we'll see what we can find on the other side. Oh, this looks like a lively street. Let's try down there. Oh. What do you want to drink?
Let's do it.
Bagus, terima kasih.
We've decided that even though it's night time, it's
We're
still
having-
roti time.
We fancied a bit of roti.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great. Look, a couple of rotis. We've got a nice hot curry. We ordered some dal. Got a bit of chicken, tandoori chicken. So I reckon that's a pretty good find next to the hotel, guys. Bon appetit. After all those early mornings on the river and the eagerness to get out and get some food, we forgot to show you the room when we arrived. So here's our little room. In fact, it's not a little room, it's a big room. Marianne's already in bed. And yeah, this is our room here. It's about £25 a night, and got a little sofa, kettle. There you go, nice big toilet and shower area. And the best part is the view out of the window. Although I'm not sure how clear it's going to be this time of night. There you go. You can hear the aircon unit whirling, but that is a view over Lahad Datu. Good morning. We had an okay night's sleep last night. There was a little bit of noise in the corridor at like 3, 4 in the morning with kids running down the corridor. But hey ho, you can't control those things. But we're pretty well all packed up. It's turned a little bit wet this morning. It's still a lovely view, but yeah, it's the heavens have opened slightly. But we thought we'd go out, see if we can get some breakfast, probably a roti or a coffee or something, before we hit the road to Semporna. And let me just show you on the map what the plan is for today. Okay, so we're currently in Lahad Datu, which is here. And the plan today, it's about 2.5 hour drive round here down to the town of Semporna, which is where we'll be based for a day before we get the boats out to Mabel Island, which is there, which we have been many times. We used to go there for our annual holidays, and if you go back to the oldest videos on our channel, they're actually filmed there, although don't judge me for the quality of the video. Jamie should be on his way down because he said he's found the best roti place near his hotel, so we'll just wait for him.
It's a little damp this morning, isn't it?
It is, although the sky looks like it might be brightening up.
Kit's had a rain shower.
Yeah, at least she's had a bit of a wash this morning. Morning.
A little bit wet this morning, but
It's a little bit wet. You're sensible and you put your raincoat on. So a lot of the walkways here are actually are covered.
I love coming to these local restaurants. There's always delicious tasting foods and a great atmosphere.
I don't think they get that many tourists here, really, to be honest, because you become a bit of a novelty. Everyone kind of looks at you and smiles, but everyone's super friendly.
Auntie.
Hello, selamat pagi.
They speak Malay.
Oh no, bahas sikit-sikit. Sikit-sikit.
Uncle, auntie.
There you go. Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very good crispy roti. Terima kasih. Jumpa lagi.
Lakin roti canai, dua kopi or kosong ais, dua lemon ice
Oh,
tea.
bagus. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Jumpa lagi. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, let's go pick Jamie up. It was been a nice stay here in Lahad Datu. Terima kasih.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
Last
Yeah.
picture.
You want a photo? Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. Come on.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank
Jumpa
you.
lagi. Jumpa lagi.
Jumpa lagi.
Traffic's busy again, Marianne.
Traffic is busy.
Lahad Datu is a busy little town. Jumpa lagi. Thank you. Yeah, everybody here in Lahad Datu has been like super friendly. It's been really nice. Everybody comes up and says, hi, can I have a photo? And like I say, I don't think they get that many tourists here, but we like that. It's a nice authentic experience and somewhere a little bit different. My glasses, I can't see a thing.
Steamed out.
Okay, Semporna, here we come.
What a fantastic trip so far. But now we're heading to the islands. And that makes me feel both nervous and excited. It's time to face my demons. But more on that a little bit later.
Well, the scenery's gone a little bit mountainous now. You've got these huge rocks, cliff faces in the distance. I love these kind of rock faces. Okay, so we're just coming into the outskirts of Semporna, which is it's a pretty big town down on the coast, and we're going to go and find the Scuba Junkie shop just to talk about the trip to the islands. Downtown Semporna, we're just coming into the centre of the town. This is another one of those places. We've been here on holiday so many times, but it feels really weird to be driving here. I think it's probably been about 7 or 8 years.
Yes, back when we had normal jobs, this used to be our go-to holiday destination. We'd work and save all year so that we could come to Sabah and head to the islands for a few weeks.
Yeah, that's the hotel we stayed in the time we came last time.
Oh my
And then if you
goodness.
turn left again,
It's definitely got bigger.
there's a lot more buildings. And there's Scuba Junkie there,
Right there.
right there.
Oh my goodness, it's so much busier.
There's bigger. I'm sure there's bigger buildings.
Oh, it's Grace Hotel. What?
That's the name of the hotel. It's the same chain as the one we stayed in La Hadatu, but we're not staying there this time.
We headed into the dive shop to touch base and to check the arrangements to get to the island.
Okay, we're all registered for the dive-in on the island, so we've got a hotel here for a couple of days before we head off to the island, so let's go and find our little hotel. Casa Casa Hotel.
Casa Casa.
It's busy. I think the boats have just come back because there's loads of people coming back in swim stuff that have been out snorkeling for the day or diving. Oh yeah.
I can't turn left. It's a one-way street.
Oh, okay.
So I either go down that way.
Yeah,
or
you
I
have
come
to go
back
down
on
that way.
myself?
No, down that way.
Okay.
It was market day, so we couldn't go the route we planned. Marianne did a fabulous job squeezing between the parked cars. With the bull bar sticking out at the front, it makes it wider and quite hard to see if you're fit. We wound our way down the narrow back roads, slowly getting closer to Jamie's hotel.
And then straight.
Yeah, straight on
It's a bit tight down the end.
Probably just
It's on the left.
Sure. this-
Grand Luxury.
park next to that little truck down there
Oh,
somewhere.
it's up.
So this is Jamie's neighbourhood for the night, and in case you're wondering why we're not all staying in the same hotel, it's basically because he's on a tighter budget than we are, and we've paid a little bit extra for our hotel with internet so we can get some work done, and he's roughing it.
Budget backpacker.
There you go, oh to be young. Oh, these little back roads are a bit tight.
Fortunately, I drive a large fan at home, so I'm comfortable
It
with
helps.
tight spaces and big beasts of car. Coming that way.
Our hotel should be somewhere here.
I think it's a one-way road because everybody's going down that way.
Yeah, I think they are one way, but it's also rammed. Everyone's double parking. It's a bit of a squeeze. Let's have a look, see if there's any parking spots here.
Is it-
Oh yeah, it's where the Chinese lanterns are.
Okay.
Casa
So
Casa.
if I pull in here, we'll dump our bags. Oh, there's parking over there.
Well parked, my sweet. Even with a bit of an audience from the local Chinese restaurant behind me.
I do tend to get a bit of an audience. Parallel parking.
Okay, let's get checked in.
So the room's actually in another building down the road. I think they got two properties. Where are we going, Marianne?
On an adventure.
We're following the guy. Oh, breakfast in here.
Oh, nice, fancy.
Oh, very nice. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Let's see what the view's like out the window. View over the little market there. Few restaurants around. Staying in hotels, we definitely miss Trudy, our van, who's back in the UK getting some love. And yes, I know we have a rooftop tent on Kit, our 4x4 that we've been loaned. But here in Borneo, it's very hot, very humid. So we're going to be saving sleeping in the tent for that last minute scenario when we can't find accommodation. But the advantage of staying in hotels like this is that so far they've all had Wi-Fi. Marianne's already jumped on the computer. What's it like?
Well, there's a 2.4G or a 5G.
Oh, there's two. Did you know that hackers often set up fake networks with almost the same name? And they usually make it really tempting by calling it the name of the hotel, restaurant, airport, or cafe, and then adding 5G or fast at the end of the network name. But if it is a fake network, as soon as you log on, they've got access to all your unencrypted data. So using public Wi-Fi adds a big risk to our online security and makes it easier for hackers to get our data or even get access to our banking apps. Which is why whenever we use public Wi-Fi, we always log on to Surfshark VPN. By using Surfshark, it encrypts our data, making it much harder for a hacker to get access. Surfshark not only keeps us safe while we're working online, but it also supports us to make more travel adventure videos for you by sponsoring today's video. We previously attended a creator conference and there was a talk on online security by Liron Segev. He managed to access and hack everybody's phone apart from 2.
This is a list of over 100 people at VidSummit that went through my system in 3 hours. There's 111 odd people. 2 people had a VPN on, the rest didn't. I wanted to be malicious. There would have been 110 channels I could have owned before leaving here today.
I'd recommend getting the Surfshark One bundle because it comes with some additional benefits, such as antivirus, data breach alerts, and you're even able to create an alternate online identity. And what's great is that Surfshark works on an unlimited number of devices, so you're also able to keep your whole family safe with one subscription. To me, it's a no-brainer. But if you're still having doubts, then you can try it because Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. Right now, Surfshark's offering Tread the Globe followers a very special discount. By clicking the link in the description below or scanning the QR code, you get an extra 4 months completely free. All right, so we've headed down to the town centre to try and find a nice drink to finish the day and some nice local food. It's pretty chaotic, isn't it?
It is. Where are we going?
We're going down that way. There you go, all the veg for sale.
There's a lot of people in wetsuits and swimming gear because they've all been out diving all day.
Oh yeah. We just heard all this commotion going down there. So we're just coming to see what's going on. They're all selling their seafood. They've all been out fishing. It's the seafood market.
Holding lobsters up going, how much, how much?
Very chaotic.
It's what they call fresh seafood.
Yeah, you can't get fresher than that. Oh, what's your back, love? Oh, you can.
Very fresh.
Good snapper. Here's all the boats, waiting for the boats to come in with all the cool boxes and stuff there. And welcome to Semporna Seafront.
Wow, look at all those boats.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
All the way down the seafront here, they got lots of different restaurants and things, but it's definitely more developed than when we came. Seafood for sale, all the fish tanks and stuff. Oh, it's quite windy now, the wind's picked up.
Yeah, you can see all the dive boats coming through, bringing all the divers back to all the different hostels and hotels.
We just found a little bar right next to the sea, look, all the dive boats. Lovely little spot. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
A great spot to end the day. But I couldn't help but start thinking about diving again, after the previous accident I'd had. Let me tell you about it. Back in 2013, we learnt to dive here in Saba with Scuba Junkie on Mabel Island. We loved diving so much that we kept coming back year after year. So in 2019, when we had the opportunity to dive in a volcanic lake in El Salvador, we couldn't resist. We found a local PADI registered dive school run by an English guy. We headed out to the dive spot on Lake Ilopango, a volcanic lake just outside of San Salvador. As I put on the gear they provided, I thought, it looks old. But as a PADI registered dive school, surely they must have safe equipment. Just as we were about to descend into the murky depths, I felt nervous about diving for the first time ever. I turned to Marianne and told her, I've got a really bad feeling about this dive. The first 10 minutes of the dive was fine. We enjoyed looking at some fish and feeling the hot vents caused by the volcanic activity. As we all swam along, I was at the back of the line, and then suddenly there was a very loud noise from my tank. The primary regulator exploded off the tank, and I found myself with no air at 18 meters deep. The group didn't hear it and was unaware that I was in trouble. I fumbled for my secondary air supply, but it wasn't a normal shape and I couldn't find it. I thought maybe it's not working anyway, and watching the others continue swimming off, I didn't want to risk losing them, so swam off after them as fast as I could with no air. A strange sense of calm came over me, and I recall thinking that just one breath would be okay. I just made it to Marianne with seconds to spare, and grabbed her secondary air. Desperate for breath, I didn't clear the water out of the regulator, and breathed in, which caused me to start coughing. Marianne kept me calm, and we both headed for the surface. To this day, I believe it was the fantastic training I got here from Scuba Junkie that stopped me from panicking and trying to swim to the surface. It taught me a lesson, to always listen to that little voice in your head. And tomorrow, I will face that fear again.
So we've headed down to a little local Chinese restaurant. Jamie's done his advanced open water today, and he passed. Woohoo! Good lad. That means you can dive at Sipadan. We've ordered lots of delicious food, so yeah, I'm hungry now. We've got the dinners arrived. We've got cabbage, mee goreng, kung pao prawns, some beef with black pepper, and Marmite chicken. What do you reckon?
It looks delicious.
Very noisy, it's very noisy. But the food looks great, so I'm a happy man. Celebration dinner for Jamie's advanced open water.
And roll on, sip it down.
Bon appetit, guys.
Bon appetit.
Just a bit of a messy business, but they've got sinks here, so you can wash your hands afterwards. Really good. All right, the time has come to head over to the island. So we're heading down to Scuba Junkie for a 8 a.m. boat to Mabul. Sun is shining. It's going to be a lovely day.
And we both have to do our refresher dive.
We do. It's been 6 years since I dived, so. Morning guys, how we doing?
Special delivery.
Brought coffee for the guys behind the desk.
So much, thank you.
Cappuccino, are you happy now? There you go, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We're all excited to go to the island again.
Alright, nice.
It's been a while.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Melanie.
Christopher, I'm only called that when I'm naughty. Right, let's go.
See you again.
See you later.
Thank you for everything.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Pagi.
Pagi.
Terima kasih.
The boat ride to Mabul takes about an hour. I've got mixed emotions. On the one hand, I'm super excited to be heading back to the place I love, and on the other hand, I have that nervous feeling deep in my stomach.
Welcome to Mabul, everyone.
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
back to Mabul, yeah?
Thank you.
So you can take it off your life jacket and just leave it on your seat, and when the boat completely stops your exiting point from my right side, please mind your head and your step. One of the manager will provide you general briefing this morning, so you just have to sit and listen.
There's
to the
Uli.
briefings. After the briefing is done, they will assign you to what activity is done.
As we approached the jetty, we spotted an old friend, Uli, who'd come down to welcome us back.
It's Uli!
You're on our videos dancing already.
He was on the very first videos. Oh my god, this has changed so much.
Yeah, a little bit.
A lot.
Yeah, I know.
And another old friend, Afat.
Okay, my friend, how are you?
I'm good.
It's been a while, huh?
How are you? Oh, it's so nice to see you.
After a welcome briefing from one of the dive managers, we were introduced to our dive master. This is Kai, aka Smiley, who will be looking after us today. We also have Mike, whose actual name is Michael J. Fox, and if you grew up in the 80s, you'll know why that's such a cool name. Okay, time to get into the water. They started us off slowly, like snorkeling. Okay, Chris, man up. Time to go under and run through all the essential skills with Smiley. First, take out the regulator, put it back in, and clear out the water. Okay, I've got this. Now I've got to fill my mask with water and show that I can empty it. Yes, that's another one done. Actually, watching these fish swim by is helping me to relax. So far so good. So now it's time to go a bit deeper for some buoyancy checks. First the fin pivot. Then the hover. Yes, I did it. A successful first dive. And a special thanks to Mike for the great filming. You've got the job.
Woohoo! Oh my goodness,
We
that
did
was
it.
amazing!
I did it.
You did it!
Now for the second dive. This one will be great as we're heading down to look for some local marine life on the house reef. One more final test. Pretend I've run out of air. This one's a bit close to home. Come on, Chris, you can do this, and you'll finally be able to put that fear to bed.
Here you go, this is our little room. Chalet number 10. We got right next to the beach, look. The beach is just there, and the restaurant's just at the end there. And this is our little pad for the next few days.
I love this place.
Oh my goodness. Look how amazing is this. We got a drinks bottle with Marianne on it, a Scuba Junkie turtle baseball cap.
We love you guys.
Thank you very much. But this is our lovely comfortable little bed. Aircon, fan, some information, a book about Saba here, Scuba Junkie's book, some information, and here's the bathroom.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's so nice. Proper spoil.
I'm feeling loved.
Ready for sip it in?
I am, and in fact, coming to Mabel Island just for the sunrises alone, it's worth it.
You ready for sip it in?
Yes, sir.
We have Simon on board. And our dive master from yesterday, Mr. Smiley. It's gonna be a good day.
Sipadan is a world-class dive site and is often ranked in the top 3 places to dive in the world.
Thanks, Captain. Wow. This is the perfect dream island, isn't it?
Granny's going to do it gracefully.
Thank you.
I don't know, in centimeters.
What makes this place special is it's shallow, and then it drops off to like 650 meters this side and like 2,000 meters on the other side of the island. So it's like an oasis, as Simon described it, an oasis in the middle of the sea. Okay, so there's actually a turtle hatchery on the island, because what happens, most of the island is protected, so tourists can't walk on the beaches where turtles are nesting. But on the little beach here where the tourists come, sometimes they get turtles coming up to nest, and what they do is they relocate the eggs to the hatchery. So we're very lucky. We're going to go and have a quick look at the hatchery, which normally you can't see. That is a coconut crab, right?
Their claws have the bite force of a lion.
Closely related to the hermit crab, these crabs can grow up to 1 meter from leg tip to leg tip and can weigh up to 10 pounds.
Oh yeah, giant turtle shape, how cool. Here we go, this is the hatchery. Look how many nests they've got.
Wow, that's incredible.
All of these, each one is a nest. You see, all the way along. So out of all of these are all green turtle nests, apart from one hawksbill right there.
Eat the sharks, right?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Imagine the trevally can consume 2 or 3.
Really?
Easily.
The trevally eat them as well.
Easy one. Whopping.
So if you're wondering why there's some turtles in a bucket, it means they've hatched during the day, and they don't want them to be released during the day because obviously there's predators, the sun's hot on the beach, so they release them at night when the moon is out, and that helps them get their GPS signals going. What a beautiful spot, hey?
Paradise.
Paradise. So yeah, if you do make it to Mabul, definitely come check out Sipadan. Even if you're a non-diver,
Yeah.
snorkeling here is amazing. Look at that for the colour of the water. Not a bad office, Simon. It's pretty good, mate.
Okay, I think I'm getting over this fear of diving. I don't feel as nervous anymore. I can just enjoy the dive, although I will be staying very close to my dive buddy Marianne.
What a fantastic place. It's been good. How can you not love this place, right? The sun's just starting to go down. We just come down to the end of the jetty to grab a beer and just to relax and enjoy this most amazing view.
It's been great coming home back to Mabul Island. The diving doesn't disappoint, and just.
Is it just?
It's a just place.
I'm so pleased that I didn't let that fear stop me. And as they say, if you fall off your bike, get back on it. And what a magical place to do it. I've conquered that fear and been reunited with the most amazing people. Thanks, Scuba Junkie.
Good job!